Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is the next chapter of my book, um, 20 Ways that you can bring a positive message to your world. And this is chapter 10 that I'm highlighting here. 10 people, tell people you speak to that you will pray for them. I've been used thousands of times to pray for people and pray for their needs and their desires. Um, I often strike up conversations with people and ask them what they do for a living. I ask them what they do when they're having fun. I ask them if they've got any family. And after the conversation has a lull in it, has a break in it, they ask you what you do for a living, have you got family, and what you do for fun. And in that occasion, I tell them that I'm a writer and I write Christian books, and they ask how many have I written. And when I say 86, they pick their jaws off from the ground. They realize that I've got a lot to say in the Christian faith. I ask them about their life, and sometimes I ask them, are they having any struggles, or is there anything that I can be used to pray for them for? I tell them that I've got a very close relationship with God, and God seems to favor me when I pray. And I tell them that if they give me a prayer request, there's a good chance God will fulfill their prayer request and answer their prayer request. Um, I find that when you ask a stranger in Australia, at least Australia may be different to America, but I find when I ask a person in Australia if I can pray for them, um, there's mostly a positive response, and people tell you what you can pray for. Some people are hesitant to say anything, and you can say to them, you'll pray for them to have good health, or you'll pray for their family situation. Um, I don't spend a lot of time praying for the people when I get off the train or the bus, or I leave the person. I just ask God to attend to their prayer need, and God is big enough and powerful enough not to need a long-winded prayer by me, but He knows how to answer that person's prayer. And you'll find, well, what I suspect is true with God is that He wants to answer that prayer request, and He knows with you praying for that individual, that it'll be a witness to that individual when their prayer is answered, because God will use that person's guardian angel to remind them when their prayer is answered, that that person on the train or that person on the bus who asked if they could pray for them, prayer has been effective, and their guardian angel will let them know that God cares for them, and possibly God cares for me, and I may I may go to church, I may reach out to God, they may think, and the guardian angel will put those thoughts in the person's heart. So that's an easy thing to do, to start conversations with people and have a chat with people when you've built some rapport. with the person and the person is happy chatting, take the time before you leave to ask them, is there any area in their life that you can commit to prayer for them? And it's just a really effective way to witness to people, and God can effectively use that. As I've said, he can answer the prayer, and that be used as an effective witness in the person's life. So that's just one of the ways, as you read this book, that you can make a positive message in your world, something that doesn't cost you, and just takes a bit of courage on your part to step out and be a witness and be an encouraging Christian. You may want to find something in your interests or in your job. When they ask about your job or your interests, you may want to mention something that is Christian in nature, so people can identify you as a Christian and someone who cares for God, and someone whose prayers would possibly be effective in their life. I pray that you've learned something from this chapter, and I pray that you learn something from every chapter in this book.